Hello there. Sorry from 17 once again. This is a balls deep of a game called Lucah. I made this yesterday and the footage and everything was all fucked up, so I have to do this again. So it's not going to be new to me as it was yesterday, but let's jump in, shall we? And I'll introduce you to this game. This is an alpha game, and it says at the very beginning, not meant to be indicative of the full experience. So if we run into any troubles and snags, it's because it's in alpha. But here is the narrative tool that the game uses. A lot of dialogue, a lot of kind of vague wordplay. And then this interesting choice of music with this bell. It's definitely the motif that the game runs with. I'm not a fan at all of it personally, but it's definitely interesting. But one thing you'll notice about this game is it has a very interesting art style. It is incredibly messy and full on. It's unique. I've not really seen too many games that are like this. And normally I'm not a big fan of messy art styles, but I think that this really pulls it off. It looks very unique and very its own thing. So here we are. A is the rest button. You'll notice in the top left we have HP, we have stamina, and we have a magic bar. When you press square, which you would think would be light attack, is not in this game. It fires your little familiar's blob thing. So it's your range options for him. If you press Y, you get your quick attack. Your quick attack takes off stamina, and of course there's 3 hits to it, which can be chained in alternating speeds depending on how fast you press it. And then B is your heavy attack, which seems to just be the one attack. I can't quite tell if there's mediations between the two buttons. I'm assuming there is. But it's just about getting the input buffer for them to come out. If you press the right trigger, you will do a roll. The roll takes off quite a lot of stamina, so watch that. You can do a unique attack by roll attacking. It does an interesting thing as well when you neutral roll. You see that? When we neutral roll and we attack, he faces the left and then attacks to the right. It's a very strange, alternation of direction, but it's kind of cool. A, I don't know what A does. And I don't know what the triggers and the bumpers do. I forget. But let's move on, shall we? So, let's rest at that to get our stuff back. It saves your progress and you move on. There's a lot of obvious Souls elements in this, and it's definitely got the Link to the Past exploration stuff. Pew! And here is our first enemy, which is this fella. So it tells you the button down at the bottom. X to invoke familiar, light and heavy attacks. This guy's going to telegraph his move quite well. You'll notice he does a very deliberate visual effect, and then he strikes, and then if you do that, you can do a nice parry, which gives you a nice little slowdown to tell you that you were successful, and then if you attack afterwards, you get a nice riposte. And there you go. First enemy goes down using the counter-attacking system, which the feedback on that feels great. My first run through this, I didn't understand what was happening at first. I thought that the game was using weird slow motion, and I didn't really know why, and then I realised, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Because the game does feature hit stop when you slash things, so it makes your hits feel a lot more impactful than they normally would, because there's a lot of smart design gone into the way that the combat feels. Oh, so it seems anyway. I've not been able to play for very long, and I don't really know what I'm doing, but you'll see. And we've got this this beating drum, along with that strange noise, which I think that's probably my only criticism of the game so far. The music is not to my tastes. It's a very small and minor thing, but it seems like the music is very important to the game because it is all up in your face, so to speak. Okay, press A to examine. So rewind. This is kind of your healing mechanic. Do you see down in the bottom left, it says left bumper and 3? So you can rewind time very similar to Prince of Persia, and it will take back certain actions over time. So if you get hit a couple times, if you press it, you'll go back before you got hit. And it's this interesting time manipulation healing system, and I don't know if that's all it does, and I don't know if I'm getting that wrong, but that's kind of what it seemed like to me when I was playing. But you can hear the hit noises And me getting struck by the... Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button to attack. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, there you go. So, another criticism I have of this game. Universal standards in every character action game I've ever played. Square is light attack, triangle is heavy. So I was just pressing light attacks then, and doing nothing, like a moron, and getting killed, which is awesome. Because I'm so used to that being what that button is, and that is not what it is in this game, so something to bear in mind, or something that you need to remap, it's up to you. But you can see the hit stun, you can see the impact of the attacks. It's got a really good feel to it. Right, where were we going? Were we going up here? Oh, we're going this way. But yeah, don't make the mistake that I make. I've been playing a lot of that Ghost Rider game where all I did was mash square, so just then was a victim of my muscle memory when I'm talking. Let's try that again, shall we? This fella and his... There is also a way to parry, where if you attack when an enemy is attacking you, but I wasn't able to get the timing for it, and I wasn't able to practice it, and I was having the debate with myself of hoping that the parries are worth it, because if they're not, there's no reason to do them, because they're harder than the dodge. But I have faith in the guys who designed it, that they know what they're doing, so it'll probably make a lot of sense, right? Like, I don't know if that counted, right? Maybe it's when they... No, we traded just then. Yeah, I don't know how that's meant to work, but it works somehow. And then the music starts going nuts again, which, when I play this, I'm probably going to turn it off, because as I've said, it's not for me. But there's the heal. Get all nice and restored, and we can push forward. See what the game has to offer. There's a boss coming up too that killed me, so if I don't play like a complete moron, I might be able to see if you can actually kill it. But here is a new mantra called Aero. I thought this was a parry. Thought this was some kind of block. See how you do that and it changes colour and it looks like you get like a shield in front of you? It's actually changing your fighting style. So in this style you have way more range, but you do less damage. You get that really nice flourish at the end though, which is really nice. This is a fun one. But of course it's weaker. And then there's this new guy who fires aerial projectiles at you like that. So I was thinking that maybe I could press, you know, the left trigger and parry them back or something without realizing that that's not what I was doing, because I was being stupid. There he goes. Interesting enemy type. Lots of blood on the ground. Lots of interesting, like, oscillating animation work. Very striking with the reds and the whites. It makes it almost look like chromatic aberration with the shining. And then it's teaching us about the charge attack. So the charge attack is interesting because it uses your purple bar to do it. Which means it could... Here we go. This is... Oh no, this guy's not the guy who... wow. Look at the damage. God damn. Yeah. Yeah, do you see? That's an interesting one as well. This guy does a really fast poke that has almost no telegraph. Little bastard. And then there's the Memory of David, which is a bunch of text narrating parts of the storyline, which I read on my previous one, but because I've read it, I don't really want to read it again. If we find anything new, I'll read that. I don't really know what the torches do. I think they're just dressing the set, so to speak. So we ascend the ladder, and we come up to the middle, and there's the statue where we can put the Mother's Sword into, which is this statue over here. Placed Mother's Sword, and we get to go up into the darkness. But as you can see in the top right, there is a percentage ticking away like progress, similar to something like Castlevania Symphony of the Night. In the bottom right, you have your currency, whatever that currency means. Here we go. So this was the boss that killed me. It does 2 fast attacks, and it does a third kind of rangier choice. There you go, son. Look how powerful that charge attack is. I don't know what happens when the boss is covered in the white like that. Doesn't make too much sense to me. 2. Big slash. Kya! Interesting, I got my shit back. How did I get my shit back? I don't know how. Maybe through attacking? Here it comes. Yeah, through attacks you get the purple stuff back. I did not realise. Yeah, that's cool. That's the AoE. So I wasn't able to do that last time. Last time I was trying to parry those hits that she does, that 1-2 space and then big hit. And I'd got a few parries on it, but it ended up killing me because I mistimed a bunch of them. So this is new right now, this part. It wants you, it needs you, it hates you. Or maybe it's not. This is very similar to what happened before, actually. Yeah, I think this is exactly what happened before. So there's no difference. It's kind of like the Dragon God. It's like killing the Vanguard. So I'm assuming that the dudes or dudettes who are responsible for this game, it's 2 people. I didn't remember the names. I'm assuming that they're Souls fans. I know it's obvious, right? Considering that there's a lot of Souls elements here. But this is cool right now. I'm assuming that this white effect at the bottom of the screen is a very stylistic choice for the idea of lapping waves on a beach. And I think it looks really striking. O dear fallen, another has given to this wretched place. Fear not, child, for there is salvation to be found, even of your kind. Has this person got a straitjacket, or are they closing their arms? May the null sun have mercy. It looks cool. I wonder if you can get to play as him. Play as little emo fringe cat man. Chapter 1, Runaway. Okay. Found some more rewinds. And then these trees. Trees look cool. I like the trees. I should really try to parry with this range option. It might be a better option for parrying. What is this? Found familiar... Oh, impulse. So this is going to show us that you can go into the menu and equip some stuff. So there's your paradigms, there's your virtues, and your tech. There's a lot of interesting options to choose around. But I'm not going to mess with too much of it just yet for the purposes of playing a bit more of this. And there's somebody over here we can talk to. Oh, maybe not. That person is dead. Over here, I think there's a little girl, right? There's somebody who's sat near a rock and she's yellow. Or is that the next room? There's your bonfire, where you can both level up and travel. And of course, you know me, guys. I'm going to put immediately into increase attack power, because that's just what I do. Oh, this is random then. This must be kind of like in Neo, where when you pick those Omnio points and ninjutsu points, it randomly picks one that you can have next. Because yesterday when I did this, it didn't give me the option to get power up again. So that's awesome. Increased charge attack, absorption per successful attack. That could be good. Look at increased attack power again, dude. Dude. And increase attack power again, but I don't have enough juice. That's awesome. I love that I've been able to get a bunch of attack ups. That's really cool. Oops, wrong button. There's the yellow girl I was talking about. She's all sad. Are you lost like me? I had somebody here, but they went off to try and save us. I don't think they're coming back. Oh, bless her. You can continue to talk to her, much like in the Souls, where she'll give you a little bit more. But let's push on. That nice little contrasting purple and green there. Our purple phantoms as we dash. It's a nice colour palette. Here's a door we can't open just yet. We need registration to access the door. Kya. Should we go this way? And then that means a fight, right? Because it's all blocked us in. Yeah. Little weird bird things. Always a fan favourite in video games, right? Oh shit! I dodged way too soon. Interesting, it fired where I was, not where I am. It's kind of cool. But you can see with the hit stuns on each of the attacks, you get a really nice feel for when you're striking enemies. It doesn't seem like your attacks interrupt too much though. You'll notice a lot of them continue their attacks. I don't know if that's because it's Don't know what that was doing. Weird spider thing. There we go. Ooh, he took the charge attack on the chin and then just punched me. The timing of the roll as well is quite particular, which is nice, because it means you can't just spam and hope. You have to actually, you know, try and press it, which is a good thing. This is it. This is where they tell you how to parry. So look, an attacking an enemy with perfect timing counterattacks them. But what that timing is a work of art. And I certainly do not have that timing just yet. There we go. Don't think that was it. So he's dead. Right. Spider thing, do something. That doesn't involve killing me, dickhead. Is that it, do you think? Maybe it's... I don't know. Maybe it's when the red symbol comes around his body. Now that hit me, that. See, my problem with this is... unless the parry is, like, legit super fucking good, why would you ever do it? Because you can just do that, and it's way easier. And seemingly just as effective, right? So I'm hoping it's super good and my timing just sucks. Stop it. Boom. It's a fun system, that, of attacking to get your special powers back to then, you know, do special attack. I like the idea of that. Seems pretty cool. It's down here. I don't know if I've been down here. Hang on. Have I gone in a big circle, or is this new? I can't tell. It's the only problem with an aesthetic like this. It's really nice artistically, but it's going to be easy to get lost. Especially when you're dumb like me. Because it all, you know, it all kind of looks the same. Oh, here we go. This thing looks big and ugly. Big squid monster man. Interesting, he delays that a lot. Shit. There goes Mr. Squidman. I like how the bodies stay around and they bleed and stuff. That looks really nice. But combat-wise, this game understands a lot of things that certain modern games have forgot. It understands the idea of, here we go, we can climb. Of making you feel powerful, making things feel right, feel like you're the one doing it. The hit stun, oh interesting, very striking, different colour there. Can I touch it? A snarl of vines obscures the way. A snarl of vines, that's one way of putting it. More snarling vines. And something dead. What is over here? Descend. By the way, guys, if you're wondering, this is running at 144 frames, so the game runs beautifully. What is this? Rotting seed. Okay. Just what I wanted for Christmas. Can't brave the darkness. Darkness is a bad thing in this video game. Very apropos, right? I think I have to go and dump this seed in one of those holes, maybe? Or does the seed get rid of one of these things? I wonder if it gets rid of one of these, because it was the same colour, right? Yeah. So rotting seeds get rid of snarls of thorns, and vines and shit. It is nice looking though, isn't it? The ground stuff, the spiky. This is a spiky forest. I don't know if it's meant to be grass, or if they're like little... Is it stalagmite or stalactites? I'll never know. My brain can't commit that to memory. I Google it like every day, and I still can't remember that shit. Hang on a second. Oh, do I just... Can I go through any? No. Nope. Is there something over here? Nope. And I can't go back. Interesting. There's nothing to fight. And there's a fighting door. Blub. Well, this is unfortunate. Have I done something wrong? I don't know. I'm level 5. That's cool. Can I chop the tree down? Some fancy out of bounds. I don't know what to do, guys. Another thing I was messing around with yesterday is swapping between the modes mid-attack, because it's an instant swap, which is nice. And the idea of like attacking in a faster one, getting a perfect evade, and then riposting with the blue one, because the blue one does more damage and stuff like that. I wonder if there's intricacies like that in the game, which there could be. But I feel like I've fucked up. Can I quit and like come back? Is there a way to quit? I don't think there is, right? I don't know. Yeah, I'm non-2+, guys. I don't really want to stop the balls deep, but I don't know what to do. I've fucked something up. I've broke the game, it seems. I broke the dam. Or if there is a puzzle, it's way smarter, way more clever than I am, because I can't really see what I'm supposed to do. But alas, guys, that is Lucah. I think it seems like a really cool thing. I'm definitely going to be playing more of this and seeing where it goes, because it has simplistic combat, but it's combat done well, and it's got all the elements that a lot of studios get wrong, with telegraphing of enemies, with giving you the feeling of making contact, with precision and rewarding and responsive interaction. It seems really, really cool. I wish I could have shown you the other video, where I played for like 30 minutes and had a ton of fun and like discovered everything for the first time, but I wanted to cover this anyway, so that's what this video has been. And in spite of getting lost here and not knowing how to go forwards, which it could be the game, you know, I might have soft locked it or something. It could be me. It could be one of a million things. Maybe I'm sure you guys can tell me what I've done wrong in the comments, because that's what YouTube's for, right? For all the people who know what they're doing to tell me what I'm doing wrong. But thank you for watching, and you take care now.